Hey guys, my name's Ben Howard and today we're out here at Dacusville Elementary to check out their disc golf course. This is one I've been meaning to get out to for a long time, just haven't been able to do it because obviously with it being elementary school you can't play it during the week. So that's why I'm able to do it now during Christmas break. But uh, this course is one of my favorites. It's a very tight wooded course. It doesn't really feel like a lot of other wooded courses because of how much elevation there is while still having a lot of tight wooded fairways. So it's really, really fun course. I'm going to be playing the blue layout, which is the longs out here. So not really too sure what to expect from the longs. Typically when we play this course, we'll do like a mix of the short and longs. So it's probably going to be pretty difficult. If I get anywhere close to even par, I'm going to be really, really happy. So y'all wish me luck, but let's go and get into it. All right, guys, so for hole one, this one's a par 3, 340 feet. Going through this gap you can see straight in front of us, with the basket being way downhill. It's tucked off to the left just a little bit. Biggest thing to pay attention to is there is OB Creek between us and the basket down at the bottom of the hill. So really on this one, just trying to throw something that'll kind of drift left slowly, but I do want to disc up so that way I don't really bring that creek into play. So just going to go with like a straight to slightly overstable mid-range through the gap on just a touch of hyzer. Ooh, slipped a little bit. But, oh, that was a really good kick, actually. I'll have like a pretty easy approach shot from a par from there. So not only was that a good kick, but I also got lucky that I stopped right before I got to the creek. So I'm actually probably just outside of circle 2, but don't really think I can get this there. So I'm just going to lay this up and get out of here with a par. There we go. All right, guys, we're on hole 2. This one's a par 3, 230 feet. I don't know if you can really see the basket or not, but it's through this gap up here, tucked off slightly to the left. The trickiest part about this one's not really a shot because all you really got to do is throw either like a straight putter, straight mid-range, just up this way where you want to land around these trees right here. But the tricky part is the basket's right on the edge of a slope. So if you put it there, you'll probably have like a 10 to 15 foot putt, but if you're not careful, it's pretty easy to give yourself a really tricky putt or a death putt. So main goal, just trying to get it to land right there where those two trees are and give myself an easy putt. Oh, so early. Sit down. Okay, that's fine. We can work with that. All right, so from there, y'all can see the basket now and kind of see what I'm talking about, where the basket's just on the edge of a hill. Don't really have a good play other than to just put it at the base of the hill and give myself like a 15-foot putt. That's probably a good 5 feet in elevation. So just trying to get this as close as I can, make that putt as easy as I can. Ooh, a little too straight. And yeah, it's going to be like a 30-footer probably. Oh, man. Almost. All right, guys, we're on hole 3. This one's a par 3, 350 feet. Basket's up this way, tucked off to the right. Biggest thing to pay attention to, though, is as you can see, we've got a creek that's in front of us that's out of bounds, and anything left of the creek is also out of bounds. So technically, we're out of bounds right now. So really just got to make sure that if anything, I'm off to the right. So I'm going to go forehand on this one, even though I really can't get it there. But if I can get through this gap right here and finish right, I should be in a pretty safe spot and have a pretty good chance of getting up and down. So either through that gap or just to the left side of the tree on the left side of the gap and see if we can just kind of swing in from there. Too low. Keep left. Okay. Wasn't bad. I just needed a little bit higher. Hopefully I'm in bounds though. We'll go up there and find out. All right, so I was out of bounds. I think this is about the last place I would have crossed in, so not too bad of a spot. Just got to make sure I get myself in a good position. Don't really think I can get up to the basket, but I can definitely get myself in a place to get up and down pretty easy. So Let's go ahead and do that. Ah, sit down. Ooh, that might just roll in the creek. We'll find out. So, yep, we ended up in the creek, but in a good spot. Just get up and down, get out of here with what, 6? Oof, rough start. A little soft, maybe sit down. Ooh, dang. I can make that putt though. Ah, nope. Golly, that's so uphill. That's one way to start off a round. All right, guys, we're on hole 4. This one's a par 3, 210 feet. Basically, we're going straight for 100 feet, then fairway bends to the right, going another 100 feet. Nothing crazy about this hole. Once again, the creek's out of bounds, but hopefully that shouldn't come into play. Just going to try and just do a little putter turnover shot. Nothing crazy. Oh, dadgummit. Oh, okay, I got through that tree. I was aiming at that tree, trying to get it to bend off of it, so I was going to be really mad if I hit it. All right, so good news, I got sneaky enough to where I'm up here to actually have a putt. Bad news is this is going to be a really tricky putt. Got to do like a hyzer stall putt, but I got to keep it low or else I'm going to hit some of these vines right here. It'll be tricky, but very doable. Let's get it. Dang it. I actually kind of like that out of my hand. Oh, too high. All right, guys, we're on hole 5. This one's a par 3, 335 feet. Basket's out this gap, slightly tucked off to the left. Pretty much all you got to do is just take either a fairway driver or distance driver. It's kind of straight, put on some hyzer through the gap, get it to kind of stand up and just drift slowly to the left towards the basket. Nothing crazy, just got to get out the gap. That looks good. Might be a little too far right. I don't know. It looked like it had the right amount of distance, so should have a putt. Ah, short. Didn't feel like it was that far. Dang. All right, guys, we're on hole 6. This one's a par 4, 650 feet. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a white flag down there. That's the basket we're going to. Tee shot, pretty self-explanatory. You get to just absolutely bomb the shot as far as you want to try and get it to go. From here to the edge of the field is about 500 feet, so really can just let loose. But once you get there, you got to go across the road with the basket being typically, I thought it was like kind of surrounded by trees, but they might have moved it. I'm not too sure. But last time I played it, you basically had a wall of trees between you and the basket. So you just had to kind of go around them either side. So either a forehand hyzer or backhand hyzer one once you get up there. Just kind of have to see. But this is the fun part of the hole where you just get to absolutely bomb some shots. So let's see what we can do. The headwind's just not letting it go anywhere. Jeez. I feel like I hit that pretty good. Granted, it's hard to commit to your run up when you've got a drop off like that right in front of you. I'm gonna do one more. All right, so after that tee shot, set ourselves up pretty good with the left gap. So I'm gonna try and take a mid and just try and get it to push through that gap and just kind of slowly bend off to the right. If it flattens out and pushes straight, that should be perfectly fine too. Just main things, I just want to hit the gap and get down there to where I at least have a easy up and down for par. Keep turning, keep turning. Ah, too far left. Well, based off how that kick, that might have actually rolled me out in the middle of the fairway. So hopefully I have a clean up and down from there. Okay, so we actually ended up in a pretty good spot considering how bad that shot was, but I was looking at the other side and it seems like they've cleared out this whole section in here between the tee pad and the basket. So it's actually a lot better to go for the right side because they actually cut out another gap that's just next to the right side gap on, I guess, the middle gap you could call it. But yeah, definitely better to be off to the right side. There's a lot less stuff over there, so I have to remember that for next time. But let's go ahead and get up and down. Perfect. All right, guys, we're on hole 7. This one's a par 3, 300 feet. Going through this gap, you can see straight in front of us with the basket being slightly tucked off to the right. Looks like the best play is going to be a backhand that'll kind of flip up and turn halfway through the flight and just kind of carry to the right. Biggest thing is the basket is on the side of a hill, so you got to give it the perfect amount of height if you want to get up there to be parked. But my main goal is just going to be to hit that gap. We'll see what happens from there. Oh man, that was so close. I like that a lot. Ah, man. All right, so from here you can actually see the basket. It's way up there. I don't have a chance to really get up there unless I threw an absolutely amazing shot, but it's too aggressive. So main goal is just to be past the bridge in the fairway. Nothing crazy. Fall out of the sky. Probably should go with something a little less stable, but oh well. Oh, don't hit that tree. Dang it. That was the one thing I need to miss. Dang it. Oh, gosh. Get through the tree. Oh, okay. Your butt. All right, guys. We're on hole 8. This one's a par 3, 320 feet. Going straight for about 100 feet. Then the fairway dog legs left. So really the best plays are like a force over forehand where you can kind of get the disc to pan and just drift left while still kind of pushing straight, or a flip up backhand that'll go right at these trees right here but bend off of them and kind of flip up, push straight that way. This is a really tricky hole, so I'm gonna be playing this one for par pretty much, but I think I like the backhand flip up play just a little bit more, so we'll give that a shot. Too wide. Kick left. Yay! Well, now I'm on the left side rough instead of the right side rough, so. But either way, I should be able to get up and down pretty good from there. Get there. There we go. There we go. All right, guys, we're on hole 9, final hole of the video. This one's a par 3, 185 feet, just straight ahead between these two trees you can see in front of us. Nothing really too much to worry about. You do have the OB Creek in front of us, which I guess if you hit and roll down, you could roll into it, but we're not worried about that. I'm just going to try and get it between those two trees, see if we can ring this one up. Oh, good line, just too low. Sit down. Okay, that's a putt. Come on, give me the height. Ah, man. I got scared of that tree right here. End up pulling it. All right, guys, I finished up the front nine out here. Hopefully, y'all were able to enjoy watching me get my butt whooped today. But ultimately, I didn't feel like I played too bad. I just wasn't getting off the tee as well as I needed to, and because as you can tell, if you don't get off the tee very well, you're going to put yourself in situations where par or bogey are going to be your best options. So, uh, just something I have to take into tomorrow's round. Just focusing through all of my tee shots, picking out exact lines, and just committing to whatever line that I'm going to off the tee. I don't remember if there's a really big difference between the front nine and the back nine. I feel like there's a little bit less elevation change on the back nine, maybe. Not too sure. Like I said, I hadn't really played a lot of the blue layout. Most of what I played is the white layout, so be interesting to see. So y'all stay tuned for that. Should be getting that out sometime tomorrow. But thank y'all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and y'all have a good one.